Canada has recently committed $2 billion to planting 2 billion trees to help fight climate change, which is an amazing, truly noble task, yet a very daunting one with a few shortcomings that need to be addressed in order to make a project of this scale a success. First, while 2 billion sounds like a ton of trees, let's remember that relative to the size of Canada, this actually isn't that much, as they would only reforest about 1 million hectares of land, or 0.25% of the country's total forested area. The IPCC has previously suggested that we would need to reforest 1 billion hectares of land globally to make an impact on climate change, meaning that these 2 billion trees in Canada would only represent 0.1% of that, which is fairly underwhelming considering that Canada is the second largest country in the world. Additionally, the funding for this project only considers the initial planting costs, with no resources available for long-term monitoring or protection of these trees or to verify whether they survive and grow. Lacking strong accountability or monitoring to ensure these trees survive also minimizes their potential impact for climate security, especially when considering that newly planted trees don't absorb much carbon right away and are most impactful when they've been able to mature into healthy forests that sequester large amounts of carbon. Finally, tree planting of this magnitude, while commendable, is still no replacement for the already intact functioning forest ecosystems which store and sequester drastically more carbon per year than young forests, and many of these forests are still actively being logged today or are at high risk of being lost in increasing wildfires. So while the 2 billion trees project is an ambitious one that sounds lovely on campaign slogans, in order for it to be truly effective, we need more monitoring, planning, and protection not only for these new trees in the ground, but for the forests all across Canada that are already standing.